I don't think a day goes by without receiving a question or something about an 89 upper deck. So clearly a staple in the hobby, and usually has King Griffey Jr.'s face on the front. But I want to show you guys something. A lot of cards will get pressed on from the packaging. And these are still, there's probably still a lot of these in packs that like to be opened, looking for the junior card. But I imagine, based on placement, that you could run into this texture from the pack on those types of cards too. So just look at the ring light. It just has like a track mark that goes all the way down it. A friend of mine, Matt, sent me these. He collects a lot of 89 stuff and said, hey, you ever run into this? I said, no, but I'd like to give it a shot. So I think I'm just gonna keep it simple and treat it like I do a Pokemon card, like when it comes to dent removal, just like very light amount of card spray and just like letting it sit for a day. Maybe 12 hours-ish. So I'm just gonna go about 10 inches away from the card mat. Just a little light moisture there. Really, it's not even gonna penetrate the card. It's just gonna create a humid environment. And then these cards are more paper than anything else, but they got that shiny polyurethane on the front. Same thing on this side. Just 2 little hits of it like that. I'm just gonna let it rest. I just think a gentle press is what is responsible for that when they press the cards together. So I imagine just a little bit of moisture and holding it flat should probably get us a result. So again, we're dealing with these long kind of embedded streak marks. I can picture exactly the back of that foil pack, that crunchy foil getting pressed on there. So stay tuned, we'll see how we do. So when I started yesterday, we had these, I guess I just call them pack tracks, from the back of the foil pack that pressed into these 89 upper decks. And if you got a King Griffey Jr. with, these pack tracks, it'd be nice to get rid of them. So yesterday, it was just a little over 24 hours now, just put a little bit of card spray on the mats. And the Sabo card had it the worst, but you guys can see it, right? All that weird kind of texture going up the center of the card. So let's see how we did. Hey, right on. Look at that, guys. I'm just following that long light. If you remember, we had all those pock marks going up Sabo. That worked really well. Let's do a comparison. So like, there's the Sabo. And I always like to have a couple of cards with the same issue when possible, so you can just do a comparison. See, Frank White's leg has all those track marks. And I think the Sabo had it all going up to his jersey and shirt. Well, that's great. Just use a light amount of moisture if you have some structural stuff on an 89 upper deck. So if you do have a King Griffey Jr. with those pack marks in it, I'm highly confident that you can save it and get it back to the original shape. Yeah, much nicer. Appreciate you watching as always, guys. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care.